Hi guys, this is Greg at Best Choice Trailers. Today we're going to take a walk around a Lamar TD14. TD for tilt deck, 14 for 14,000 pound GVW. Trailer shown here is a 20 foot. Generally you would not get a 20 foot on a TD14. It would be a split deck if it were a gravity, but on this unit we've gone with power and gone with the full deck tilt. So again, this is a power unit allowing us to go 20 foot on the deck. If it were a gravity, it would be a 16+4 tilt deck. And you can also get split decks on powers. They're just not very common. So let's take a walk around this trailer. We'll show you some of the features. Again, this is a 20 footer. Unit like this is going to weigh in at about 3,600 pounds, give or take. It's going to give you a net legal payload of about 10.4 plus tongue weight. Tongue weight's going to equate to about 15% or 2,000 pounds. Giving you a max legal somewhere around 12,000 pounds, depending on how you got your weight balanced and how much tongue weight you're going to pick up. So everything you see here except for the power unit is standard. Of course, when you go to the power unit, you're going to pick up the toolbox, which wouldn't normally be equipped like that on a gravity tilt. Everything else you see here is standard. So we'll start out up front on the trailer. It comes with a 2 5/16 inch cast coupler. Not only is it cast, but it's a Demco easy latch coupler. So these are not new to the market, but haven't really been widespread as much as I've seen them lately. Lamar's the first manufacturer that we deal with that's gone to these as standard feature. So the easy latch simply refers to they auto latch as you put the coupler down on the ball mount. Very slick design. Still have the safety pin built in, so you got the safety. 6-hole coupler, and then one nice thing that I like is the Boyden, Iowa. Not something that you see often these days. So we got a made in USA coupler. We've got our safety chains. This is a 12,000 pound jack, which is standard equipment. Nice part about the jack is it's got grease zerts, and then inside, if you were to need new bearings, there's a bearing kit for them. Fairly easy and simple. Nice heavy duty jack. An Arctic cold weather wire harness is standard equipment now. Again, it's not only a sealed harness, but the blue signifies that that cord is basically going to stay flexible down to negative 65 degrees. So of course the trailer is made in the USA, down near Sumner, Texas, a couple hours outside of Dallas. Comes with a 3-year structural warranty from Lamar Trailers. Okay, we've got a standard 110 volt charger. Basically you plug house current in and it'll help charge your battery. Now, one common mistake that a lot of new trailer owners and even some experienced trailer owners make, this is a Group 24 deep cycle marine battery. This is a high capacity Group 24, so it's a 140 amp hour. One nice thing is you can't see the battery because they put it in a sealed battery box, which is a nice idea we don't typically see. But if you could see the battery, you would see the label that says 140. Most 110 volt chargers are 1.5 amp hours, meaning it would take you about 90 hours to charge the battery. This here's a high capacity Group 24. It'll charge your battery in about 16, give or take. So those guys that normally charge it overnight find they only get a fraction of the charge. With this setup here, you would get pretty much a complete charge. This is a power up, power down hydraulic system. You can tell based on the 2 coils, or what some people would refer to as a solenoid. So again, power up, power down. Having a charged battery is certainly important on anything with a self-contained system. Now, on this particular unit, the battery should last quite a while because based on the cycle times, you gotta get quite a few cycles out of a battery on this, unlike a dump trailer or similar that's got a much longer cycle time. So a couple other features on the trailer. It's got a 6-inch channel tongue and a 6-inch channel mainframe. So 6-inch, pretty standard in the industry. They give you a few extra tie downs on this trailer, so you've got not only a rub rail and stake pockets, you also have D-rings. Also now standard would be the 3/4 inch bullet LEDs and standard with pinstriping. So underneath the trailer, one thing they do on this is a dual piston. Sometimes you see a single piston on these. They go dual piston, and then also the cross members on the floor are 16-inch structural channel. We're starting to see more and more formed steel in the industry. Structural channel's a little bit heavier duty, a little bit more expensive, a little bit stronger. Again, it's structural channel. on the floor cross members. Moving back the trailer, they use double broke steel tread plate fenders with a removable fender. So you can fairly easily remove the fender. Some people say, well, I'd never need to do that, and well, that might be true, but depending on what you're hauling, drywall, framing lumber, etc., certainly could benefit from taking them off, or some people damage the fender. Very simple to replace the fender with a removable fender. One thing we don't always see on a removable fender is a prop in the middle. It's a nice idea, so you still get the strength of a weld-on fender, but in a removable application. They use a 235/80 R16 load range E 10-ply radial tire. Also, it's a 7,000-pound Dexter torsion axle or Torflex axle. It's got the Easy Lube hubs, and of course with Dexter nowadays you're getting the new Never Adjust or Forward Adjust brakes. Pointing there to the Easy Lube hubs designed for the average homeowner to be able to do their own bearing maintenance. So some folks aren't familiar with torsion. Of course, if this is a spring suspension, you would see spring set up an eye-to-eye, or more commonly on a trailer like this, a slipper spring suspension. A torsion or Torflex suspension is simply a suspension contained within the axle tube, been around many years, very common on livestock trailers, many of your aluminum trailers, most of your high dollar trailers all use torsion. Torsion is basically an independent suspension. As you see here on the arm, basically it's going to rotate a metal center shaft on cords in each of the four corners of the square. Torsion also carries an extended warranty from Dexter. Instead of a 5-year warranty on spring, you now get a 10-year warranty on torsion. So again, this is a 20-foot trailer. One thing to know, most trailers are the length that they say they are. It seems intuitive there, but not all trailers are the length that they say they are. So this 20-foot trailer, to give you an idea, is 20 on the deck, but that does not count the 18-inch tail. So for some reason in the industry on gravity tilts, universally most don't count all of the tail or some of the tail. So on this one they don't count any, so the 18-inch knife edge you see there is in addition to the 20 foot of deck, making this about a 21.5 foot overall from the headache rack back. Okay, the trailer is powder coated. Lamar does a decent job at blasting their steel, prepping it, and then powder coating their trailer. Also notice this is a full tail, not a cutout knife edge tail. So basically some of them will cut that out. On this one you get a full tail on the trailer. So folks, generally we keep these in a gravity tilt 16+4 14K and a power tilt 20 foot 14K. And then occasionally we'll keep some 10Ks in stock as well. One thing with this trailer, generally we do a lot of 14s because the 10Ks get built like the 14s and they end up being pretty heavy, empty weight relative to the payload. So most of these gravity tilts or power tilts are going to be done in a 14,000 pound GVW. This Lamar, one thing that is beneficial to some people, not so much to others, it's a hair steeper. This one doesn't have the drop axle, low profile, or the pan frame some of the other ones do. Some folks prefer that style. Others prefer a little bit more ground clearance on a trailer like this, and certainly the angle, I wanted to get a side profile shot there for you. The angle is certainly capable enough for most any user. If you have any questions on this or any of our other trailers, feel free to give us a ring at 717-220-4220 or visit us on the web at bestchoicetrailers.com.